We've all heard the advice, be good, be kind, be honest. But here's the uncomfortable truth, and in the real world, the nice guy often finishes last. And 5 centuries ago, one man had the courage to say it out loud. His name was Niccolò Machiavelli, a 16th century Florentine diplomat, philosopher, and survivor who dared to whisper a scandalous idea. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. To many, he sounded like the devil's counselor, cold, ruthless, unfeeling. But to those who listened closely, he was offering something else, a manual for survival in a world run by wolves. Florence, 1513. Machiavelli had just been exiled, tortured, and stripped of his political power. He had tried to play the game of politics the noble way, with honesty, reason, and integrity. And yet he watched corrupt men, manipulators, schemers, and liars rise to glory, while the honest fell into ruin. From the ashes of his defeat, he wrote The Prince, not as a celebration of tyranny, but as a wake-up call to good people. A book that says, if you want to do good, first learn how power actually works. The wicked often win, not because they are smarter or stronger, but because they are unafraid to do what good people hesitate to do. They lie, flatter, betray, and deceive if it gets them closer to power. Meanwhile, the kind and honest cling to their principles, believing that virtue alone will protect them. Machiavelli disagreed. He said, a man who wishes to act entirely up to his profession of virtue soon meets with what destroys him among so much that is evil. In simpler words, if you insist on playing fair in a rigged game, don't be surprised when you lose. Fast forward to today. The stage has changed, but the game hasn't. Nice people still struggle in workplaces dominated by manipulators. Honest politicians still get overshadowed by charismatic deceivers. Even online, truth struggles to compete with clickbait. Machiavelli's words ring truer than ever. He never told us to be evil, only to understand it, to learn from it, to fight with weapons forged from the same steel. He believed the ultimate virtue wasn't goodness, it was effectiveness, because a powerless good person changes nothing. But a wise one, who knows how to wield strength, strategy, and yes, even a touch of cunning, can actually shape the world for the better. Machiavelli even questioned the moral foundations of Western thought. He pointed to Jesus, the ultimate symbol of goodness, and said, look closely. Jesus was pure, kind, forgiving, and he was crucified. From a spiritual perspective, his story is divine triumph. But from a political one, it's a warning. Goodness alone without strategy leads to defeat. Powerless virtue cannot protect itself, let alone others. So what was Machiavelli really saying? He wasn't celebrating cruelty. He was diagnosing weakness. He wanted the good to stop being naive. He wanted the kind to understand when to be tough. He wanted the just to realize that the world is moved not by intentions but by actions. In The Prince, he tells leaders, be like the fox to recognize traps and the lion to scare away wolves. Learn deception not to harm, but to survive. Master manipulation not for domination, but for defense. Because in a world where wolves roam free, being a saint only makes you their dinner. So what does Machiavelli's advice mean for you? The nice guy, the idealist, the dreamer. It means this: don't stop being good, just stop being naive. Goodness should be your goal, not your weakness. Learn strategy. Learn how people think, how systems work, how power moves. Because morality without power is just poetry. But morality with strategy, that's leadership. Machiavelli's message was never to abandon virtue. It was to arm it. To make goodness strong enough to survive in a corrupt world. In the end, Machiavelli's wisdom disturbs us because it exposes something we'd rather not admit. We tell ourselves we lost because we were too good. He tells us we lost because we were too unprepared. To build a better world, you must learn not only from saints but from sinners. Not to become them, but to beat them at their own game. Because the true test of virtue is not how pure your heart is, but how much impact your courage can make. Be good, but be good strategically.